Hello, I'm Robert. I'm a janitor at a middle school, and today I'm going to be reacting to cleaning scenes from movies and television shows. I've been a school janitor for about 14 years, give or take. I'd say that I have a pretty good understanding of cleaning and janitoring. It's kind of an underappreciated art form. It requires a lot of finesse and technique that I think goes overlooked a lot of the time. I know that a lot of big Hollywood productions don't consult with janitors before including one in their flicks, so what you see on screen may not be entirely accurate. So this one from The Breakfast Club is actually really great. It's very accurate to what I do most days. As you can see, he's pushing around this big trash can, and it has all of his needs just hanging off of it. Your cleaners and the toilet paper. A lot of the times we'll have like these carts that we have to push around. It's a bit larger than what he has. It looks like he just has the trash bin by itself with all this stuff just hanging off of it, which is a very resourceful way to go about it. Maybe this could be like the beginning of the school day where the place isn't as dirty, and he just just to save space, he's pushing around the trash bin. But yeah, I like this one. It looks like Carl the janitor. He's pretty good at his job. I'm trying to see what he has in his shirt pocket. It looks like just pens. It looks like it's just pens, which makes sense. You're out of school, someone could always use a pen. I personally carry around Zins because they don't let me do cigarettes anymore. But yeah, Breakfast Club, that gets a thumbs up in my book. So what this character is holding is what we like to call a mop. It's very common for janitors to use mops during their duties. You dip it in the bucket right there. It's got some soap and some water, and you lather the floor, and you just make sure you get all that grime and dirt off the floor. You usually wait to mop until after you've swept the floors. When you sweep, you get like the bigger stuff like the cups or the napkins, and then you mop to get like the stuff that stained the floor that you can't get out just with the broom. It looks like this character is one of the inmates. This movie's set in a prison, and I guess part of their sentence they have to clean the prison. So this guy, it looks like he was chosen to mop the floors, which in my opinion isn't much of a punishment. It's the best part of my day, mopping the floors and getting it all nice and shiny. I see this as a benefit. Maybe had good behavior, and they thought to reward him by letting him mop the floors. We don't see enough of it. I like to know how often he's dipping it back in the bucket, because that makes a big difference. How often you're wetting the mop. See, this is the cart that I was talking about. He has the full cart. Great mustache on that guy.
Come on. Oh, no.
Ah, of course he's going to the bathroom. I mean, where else would he be going?
What the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's better.
that's definitely better. Despite this being an animated film, this one's actually pretty accurate to real life janitoring. He's spending a long time on that sink, which is good. I think this bathroom is in a daycare, so you want to make sure none of those kids are getting sick. And then the part with the mirror, I've got that just brings back memories of all the crazy things. I've cleaned some crazy things off mirrors, like mostly like water spots. One time there was the piece of gum that took a while. I had to scrape it off, so that took longer than usual. But yeah, great scene. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually had a janitor in the writers' room when they planned out this scene, because it is shockingly accurate.
Excuse me, would you mind giving me a
Oh,
minute to...
I'm so sorry. I didn't hear you come in. I'll just go.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I just got a phone call. It's not important. Excuse me.
No, you
She really should be wearing gloves.
downstairs.
You boys mind putting the trash in the can? That's what it's there for. Hard to believe.
I would have used a trash bag personally rather than just the bin. Either just the trash bag by itself or having the trash bag inside the bin. Just because it looks like the floor is super wet, and I'm sure all that plastic stuff probably has some wet stuff on it, maybe even like mixed with dirt, like it's super dirty. I don't want it to stain the inside of the bin. Sometimes, you know, it's fine to use just the bin by itself, but if you have stuff that's going to stick to it, it's gonna stay there, and it's gonna make the bin itself just smell horrible, even when there's nothing in it. And then the lady here, she yells at the worker guy to throw his trash into the trash bin, which is like, yeah, obviously you're just gonna leave it on the floor. With dealing with middle school age kids, they do that a lot. They don't know how to clean up after themselves. So they're just like, oh, I'll throw this trash on the floor. And then the next day they show up and it's gone. They think it just magically, put itself in the trash bin when it was actually, me and our other hardworking janitors. But the struggle is real when I saw that. So that's a really funny and accurate part of this scene. In this scene, she has a buddy that she's cleaning with. So there's two of them, and they're sharing miscellaneous stories. Usually where I work, it's just one man to a zone. Sometimes I do cross paths with, Benny or Maurice or any of the other great janitors that work at the middle school. And, sometimes we have a few laughs and share some stories. It's a real great bond that we have because of our shared experiences. But I wish I could do it more. I wish I could, I wish I had a buddy to clean with. It would definitely make the job a lot more fun, but I still do love it nonetheless. Oh my God. What is he doing?
Oh. You're talking to me all wrong.
This is ridiculous.
Wrong tone.
He's not even paying attention to the smoke that's happening. This one is just so unprofessional. This character played by Christopher Walken, who I love him as an actor, but he really should have, done some research on what janitors actually do. On days when it's slow, maybe you'll sing a song or whistle to yourself and maybe even bust a few moves, but you never sacrifice the quality of your sweeping. Look at the path that he follows when he's dancing. It's so half-assed. There's no technique to it. There's no pattern. And then it gets worse when he sees himself in his own reflection and he just drops the broomstick on the floor. Not only could that have left like a dent or a mark on the floor, but like where's the respect for the equipment that you're using? Janitors are nothing without the equipment. He has no understanding of that. He's just gonna drop on the floor like it's just something. It's not trash. Okay, that thing cleans trash. It is not trash. This one's really pissing me off right now. And this asshole is just oblivious to the smoke that's all around him because he's focused on his damn reflection. The kids could be in danger. You're a school janitor, remember? Okay, that smoke could be from a fire. How has he not been fired yet? Overall, I was actually pretty surprised by the quality of janitor portrayals in these movies and TV shows. I didn't expect a lot from most of these Hollywood folk who don't look like they've even raised a broom in their entire lives, but they seem to have a pretty deep respect for the art of cleaning, as I do. Except for that last clip. Thank you guys for having me on, and thank you all for watching this. If you want to find me, I'm at Jefferson Middle. It's the school that I work at. Bye.